Eat it. Oh, got him. He smoked it. Doesn't feel too bad. What are you? Welcome back, everybody. So we are out fishing again. We had a little bit of a front push through yesterday and dropped some snow. And as strange as it is, this is one of the first times I've gone out ice fishing this year with any sort of snow cover. So post front, a little bit of cover. We're going to see how we do. It's insanely cold out there. I think real feel is like 1. So I don't have any tip-ups out there because I don't want to potentially kill any fish that we're not planning on keeping. So we'll see what we can do. I saw one fish already and it was incredibly sluggish. So that might be how our day goes. But we'll hope that it gets a little bit better and see if we can't catch a few fish. Oh, just as we're speaking, there comes one in. You gonna be more aggressive than the last one? Oh, he might actually eat. Might have to downsize baits a little bit. Come on. Oh, come on. Eat. Nope, he didn't want to either. So that just might be the day that we're dealt with. But let's see if we can't catch a couple. Hopefully catch another couple decent ones. Eat it. Oh, got him. He smoked it. Doesn't feel too bad. What are you? Oh, decent little gill. He looked longer. I thought he was going to be a perch. He was sitting on the bottom too. Decent little gill. Probably, oh, I took my wax worm. Probably about 7.5. Oh, come on, buddy. There you go. All right. Well, that's our second decent one. So that's a good start. Missed the first one. The first one was much bigger, though. First one might have been a small bass, actually. So he looked much bigger than that little bluegill. Unless we're catching tanks like we did the last time. Probably a different species. But we might be in a good spot. Maybe they're starting to pick up a little bit. Post front with all this snow. Wasn't sure how it would do, but not a bad start. Got him. That's not a bad fish. There's our crappie. Knew some of these bigger ones were crappie. Oh, come on now, buddy. There we go. Look at that. That's why we were out for the other night. That's a good, probably, I bet that's probably a solid 12. Measure up real quick so we get some baseline idea. We are looking at a 6'2". That is 10. What? 6? Almost 11. Off by a little bit. Alright, not a bad crappie. There we go. There's plenty more down there. They didn't seem to be wanting just a regular tungsten, so... And there's not really much... There's a little bit of a weed bed out here. Isolated, so... There's not really anything tying him to this area, so... Figured, why not put on a Z-Viber? Something make a little bit of noise, a little bit of vibration. Bring them in a little bit better, and first one that saw it wanted it, so it's good. Hopefully we can catch these possibly into dark also, but it's a good start. We've seen a few of those, so I assume that there's more crappie around here. Oh, no. There's a big one down there. There's a bunch of big ones down there. Got one. I'll have the big one. There's another crappie. We switched it up, went from more aggressive to much less aggressive, using our tried and true, just a little lead, tiny head. I don't even know what it is. I don't even know if it's a 64th ounce. It takes a long time to get down there, but 64th ounce with a waxy, basically wacky rigged, dude, they absolutely eat that thing up. Worst part about it is it takes so long to get down there, and we're only in 7 foot, but probably takes almost 8-9 seconds to get all the way down there at least. And that's if you don't get hung up on the ice. That's another good one. Eat it. They're so slow. Oh, you gonna do it? There's 2 big ones. Why is the one behind always bigger? There's 2 of them. One's got to eat it. Competition. Or neither of them have to eat it. That is insane. Post front. This is crazy. Both those were big crappie. We'll have to change out baits or change out colors or something. Both those were over 12. But, well, there comes one. Of course, that's like tiny, and he looks aggressive. That one left too? Yeah, they come right up to it and then leave. So we're gonna switch out to a different color. All the colors that we've used so far today have been bright, so we're gonna switch on over to a black one. See how that goes. Got one. Oof. Turned out all the lights. Trying to... Oh, that's a gill. That's a good gill. Not quite as big as the ones we caught the other day. Oh, he's good. Take my wax worm. Another 7.5, 7.75. That one took some coaxing to get to bite. But yeah, we had to turn out all the lights because they, again, just skittish. But I'm sure with the snow cover that we have now, I'm sure everything's much more dim down there. So on top of it being post front and them just being a little bit more sluggish, I'm sure all of a sudden you have a bright light shining down there, they probably get a little bit more weary. But we're going to keep fishing probably just a little bit further into dark and see if we can't get some, hopefully, good crappie to bite at night now that we found them. Not easy to catch, but we have found them. Got him. What is that? What is that? Middle of the water column? It's not a catfish, is it? What in the world? It's a massive... In the middle of the water column. That is a massive bullhead. Massive. Oh. That might be the biggest bullhead I've ever caught. Middle of the water column. Not the bottom, where they normally sit. That's crazy. Don't spine me. Come on, buddy. That might be the biggest bullhead I have ever caught. Always got me. Smoked it. 4 feet off the bottom. I saw him coming in. I thought it was a small pike or something. Wow. That is, how big are you? I don't really want to slime my board, but 6. It's a 13 and a half inch bullhead. What an absolute monster. But wish we would have caught almost anything else besides him that was that big. That was crazy. 4 feet off the bottom. In 7 foot of water. Wild. Well, that is it for today. One of the most frustrating ice fishing trips I've had in a while. We found fish, and we found good fish. Much bigger than anything else that we had caught today. Like the crappie that were on screen were, the one we caught was 11, a lot of the other ones were probably 12, maybe even bigger than that, maybe 13. There were some big ones on there, so I'm sure a lot of their sluggishness, inactivity had a lot to do with the post-front conditions, the snow that got dropped, all that. So we'll most certainly be out here again. I guess that's one good thing that came of today, is we found a spot with good fish. So once the conditions stabilize a little bit, hopefully those fish get a little bit more aggressive to eat. Hopefully they're still here next time we come out, and hopefully we have one heck of a day. Usually finding the fish is the most difficult part. Getting them to bite was close to impossible today. We did end up with an absolute monster bullhead, probably the biggest bullhead I've ever caught, but I would have much rather had the 11 to 12 inch crappies that we saw rolling through here pretty consistently. But we'll come out again. Hopefully those fish are still here, because if we would have caught a quarter of them, or even a fifth of the ones that we saw today, it would have been one heck of a day. So till then, welcome back, everybody. So I said that we would come back to this spot again, and that's what we're doing today. So the last time we were out here was 3 days ago, and it was post-front conditions after some snow had gotten dropped, and we found a lot of good fish, but getting them to bite was near impossible. So we're back out today. My original holes were like 3 feet that way, so we're in basically the exact same spot, and we're hoping to catch some more of those fish. Hopefully they're still here. I did bring out minnows just in case it does all those crappie again, and hopefully able to catch a couple more. But we're out at basically the exact same time, so let's just hunker down, hope those fish roll on through here, and see what we can get. Let's get after it. We might have our first looker. Took a little while, but that's kind of the similar story as the other day. Oh, he's right on it. Gonna eat? He's just staring at it. That's not a good sign. It's not a very big one either. Well, hopefully those big crappie end up rolling through next little bit. He's got it. Got one. Finally, little guy. Oh, it's a perch. Again, we have a minnow down there. Why are you not eating? Just a bunch of spikes on there. There's our first fish. I didn't catch one of those the other day, which means maybe the crappie aren't coming back through today, which would be unfortunate. But here's our first one. See if we can't catch some more. Usually if there's one perch, there's more than one. He's got it. Got him. That's not a big one. Another perch. The exact same spot a couple days ago. And it was only bluegill and crappie. And today, it's only perch. That's crazy. If only those perch were just a little bit bigger. I'd like to know where those crappie were. Where they went to. Got one. Oh, I had one. I assume that's our bullhead friend again. Got it. Just playing with it. Eat it. I don't know if he can't find it or what. There, he got it. Got him. Oh boy. Oh, it's a perch. That was gonna be a. That was gonna be another bullhead like last night, or not last night. I don't know why I keep saying that. A couple nights ago. Huh. Just completely different fish. That's crazy. Oh, we'll let him go. That'll be the last one of tonight. Oh boy. Oh, come on, buddy. There you go. Last one of tonight. Well, that's it for today. In all honesty, the past 2 trips have been some of the most frustrating and awful trips that we've had all year. You know, coming out post front, didn't expect much. We found a lot of good fish, but obviously they're kind of lockjaw and difficult to catch. But there were a lot of big ones, and we did catch some decent bluegill and crappie. So, figured coming back out a couple of days removed from that, we'd do much, much better. Strange that there were like no bluegill or crappie in the exact same spot, just a couple of days removed, and perch moved in. Kind of odd, but one of those things that you can most certainly learn from. We did have a minnow down there that, even though there were a bunch of perch down there, not a single perch wanted that either. So just kind of strange days, I guess humbling days, and really make you appreciate the good days that you do have on the water or the ice. But hopefully the next trip that we come out here will be much, much better. But until then, if you guys like the video, if you wouldn't mind liking, and as always, if you want to see more videos like it, if you wouldn't mind subscribing, that'd be greatly appreciated also. Till the next one.